What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. It is the 26th day of March. Here we are with about 11 hours left in the day, sitting here at about $0.00511. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. OnyxCoin is down about 2.5% today. Really hasn't done anything over the past week. We're just in the same area. Really, we haven't done anything in quite a while. We're just in the same area here. Still maintaining higher lows. I didn't draw that well at all, but you can see what I'm going for. But we did actually just take out this low here that we established about 2 days ago or 3 days ago, however long ago that was. Yeah, two days ago. Again, hit that like button. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are. Now, we had some odd kind of behavior here, right? These candles, you can see where this seems a little bit more mechanical. We had the same kind of look here where it was more mechanical. You see this, right? And the volume profile is similar as well. And this did lead to a sell-off here, in which we recovered from and actually went even above these levels. Led to a sell-off here. I'm optimistic that we will recover as well. There are some things that I'm concerned with in the chart, so we'll go over that as well, guys. Things that don't look good, but there are ways to remedy that. We just have to behave well, okay? We're looking on the 1 hour time frame here. There are no gaps to the downside that have not been filled. We filled all the gaps, okay? But there are gaps here. Oh, that gap actually got filled. There's a gap here and a gap here to the upside, which we have not filled yet. And there are more gaps to the upside too if we were to go further back in time, but I don't want to go all the way back on the 1 hour time frame. But there are gaps to the upside still, even beyond those. If we're looking here at our 1 hour indicators, you can see that we do have a little bit of bullish divergence on the 1 hour RSI. That's a good thing. The RSI overall looks pretty sad. It's just the 1 hour time frame, but there is a little bit of bullish divergence here, so that's nice. That divergence is confirmed only if this 1 hour time frame closes green. We have about 2 minutes left, so we'll see if it does close green or not. We're up 0.2%. That divergence is from here to here. So the move that would call for is really not that robust at all. Maybe we just come up, we find resistance at prior support, and then we come back down. So we do have bullish divergence. We are oversold. I would think that we're not just going to see a continued sell-off from here, but time will tell. Stochastics are coming out of the oversold zone. Multiple bullish things going on, you guys. Multiple bullish things on the 1 hour time frame from this local area. It's not bullish that we move down, but it's not really bearish either, man. I mean, we got like a slightly lower low here, and now volume, we're getting some decent volume coming into the upside maybe. Again, it's not, I say decent volume, it's really not that much volume anyways at all. Hey, look at that, we're moving up instead. We've got less than a minute left. We'll see. You guys, we're one solid buy order away from just launching up here. Like, we've got such low volume, guys. It's really easy to move the price one way or the other, to be fair. Stochastics are bullish right here, to be fair. The MACD is not that bullish here. You do have a little bit of bullish divergence on the MACD. So you've got a bullish stochastics on the 1 hour, bullish divergence on the MACD and the RSI. You've been red for quite a while. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we turn green, but being green doesn't mean anything, right? I mean, we were green here. It meant more than any other thing that we've done recently, but this wasn't even that big of a deal. From 0048 to 0055, it's really not that big of a deal. That was like a 12% move, which is great. 12% is great. It's better than 12% to the downside, but it's not the move that we're looking to pop bottles over, right? If we're looking at this on the four hour time frame, oh look, we actually just ended that hour, didn't we? Yep, we did. So we got the bullish divergence. That's nice, official. 4 hour time frame. The stochastics actually look good here. Yeah, we're oversold. We're in that area, but this cross right here, finding support right here, we've still got 3 hours left in this 4 hour candle. The 1 hour looks good, so that implies this 4 hour would probably continue to grow. We look good here on the stochastics, guys. This is reset. We're ready to go. We also kind of have this inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? A little bit here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And yes, it's sloppy. an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders patterns of any type, they're not really known to be sloppy, but we do have a low liquid, low market cap coin. Things might not be regarded as well as they typically would be. Maybe it's not an inverse head and shoulders, but I'm just saying it kind of looks like it. It has that implication to it, I think, which gets me excited. Let's see, did we gap up? No gaps, baby. That's what I'm talking about. But see, the thing is, this now looking at the 1 hour time frame, this divergence that we already had, it basically, this is all we need to see. We don't have to move higher because of that divergence. We can move back down now. I'm not calling for that. I'm just saying it's not the most extreme divergence. Looking at the 4 hour, I think we get a little bit of a better picture with that stochastic there. I think that looks like we do want to go up. The RSI is somewhat neutral, but hey, bouncing off the 40, not a bad thing, man. We found resistance here before. We found support here before as well. Close enough. And right here as well. I mean, if we find support here, guys, we get to this overbought zone. That would definitely reflect a breakout of this overall range to the upside. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going through the roof, but again, think about the environment we're in, okay? It's a low volume, low liquid environment. We break out from here, the move we get would likely represent something like this. It would be a sudden shift up. And that's exciting. That's fun. But it could also be a lot bigger. It really could. We're in this kind of rounded bottom structure, what is truly like parabolic, right? This, I can't draw for shit. Look at that, man. Let's see if I can draw this a little bit better. You can kind of see what I'm going for. It's rounded bottom overall. Maybe I should just focus on this rounded side over here. Things should get stronger as we're moving higher. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if and when we break out here, if the RSI does get overbought, that we see a breakout move that's even bigger than this one over here, which again was nice, right? It's definitely nice. We saw 00495 go all the way up to 00668, but we might see something even better than that, something more exciting than that. Tomorrow is the launch of Goliath. We could get some kind of hype rally just off of that. And maybe we've seen in one day where we've grown more than 100%. So we could definitely be at 1 cent tomorrow. It can happen. We could be at 2 cents tomorrow. The order books are thin right now, guys, and they're thin to the upside. The buying pressure is in, the selling pressure is out. But anything could happen. You know, maybe we stop here, maybe we stop here, maybe we double top, maybe we just get a crazy pump. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm not here to fill your head with dreams, though. That could happen, but I'd rather be surprised by it than expect it at this point, right? We're moving up. It's nice to see. Here's the thing that had me concerned. Here's the one thing that had me concerned. But look at this, man. It's a different story now than whenever I first started this video. I'm telling you, this little movement that we've got so far is making the difference. But we still have a lot of time left in this 4 hour to go. Here's the one thing that had me concerned. You look at this MACD. This is a bad look. This is a really bad look. This is not a good look. You don't like this at all. Nobody likes this. It made me a little sad. It's not good. You don't want your oscillators to come up here and reject the zero. You don't want that. You really don't want that, okay? Because especially where we are here, I mean, what, we take out that low, we get a lower low. That lower low, I guess, is okay to break, but then what? Where do we go? Are we going to take out these lows? Those lows are not okay to break. We don't want to do that. This MACD implies a lot of bad things, at least postured like this. However, if we do close this 4 hour green, which the 1 hour has implications that it will, that we're going to move up over the coming hours, that's whenever this closes. If we can close here or higher, you see that the bearish momentum is dying off. Went from building bearish momentum here to dying off the bearish momentum on the very next candle. This could be a false rejection paired with a false cross. Almost the same thing, but it's more powerful, right? A false cross in itself doesn't always come with the rejection from the zero, right? Here we had a false cross. There was no rejection at the zero. We were far away from this level. Rejecting the zero doesn't necessarily come with a false cross to the upside either. Rejecting the zero is not a good thing. There were false crosses here, But we've got a false cross and potentially a false rejection, which turns this really bearish thing into a really bullish thing. When I say really bullish thing, guys, like just as dramatic to the downside as it would be to the upside, we will likely see prices that are above this high. Likely. And it'll be quick. Like it could be tomorrow. It could be between today and tomorrow. Maybe by the end of the day we're up here and then tomorrow we're selling off. I don't know. Nobody knows the future. But my best guess is as long as we behave ourselves, behave well, that's what I said earlier, 2 hours, 53 minutes from now. It's very important if you're watching this video, look at the 4-hour time frame. The 12th hour, you see the timings down here, how it gives you the hour? It's the 12th hour, 4-hour candle, which is the 12th to the 16th hour technically. As long as we're closing green enough, which I think would be here or higher, 00518. As long as we're, it definitely has to be 00518 because now we're at 517 and now it's building. So it is 00518 is that threshold. It doesn't need to be right now. If we are building bearish momentum, technically that's okay. We just don't want it to be like this. We don't want it to be significant. It has to be some type of false cross. It has to be a false cross, right? Which doesn't have to be validated now. It could be validated on the next candle. But the main thing I'm trying to get to is we don't want this to be big. We want it to be small. We want it to be invalidated because then not only do we invalidate the cross to the downside, but we also invalidate the rejection of the zero here. Double positive. And if the 1-hour time frame is leading us correctly, that should happen. We are, after all, finding support at prior areas of support and even prior resistance points here, right? Daily time frame. I don't know about you guys, but as of right now, it's a pretty big wick. If we were doing the same thing to the opposite end, I would be like, hey, we might be moving down. This is not that fun looking. We might move down, and we technically did, but then we moved back up. Wicks are not everything, and there's still a lot of time left in this day. A lot can happen, but I'm optimistic. The structure has me optimistic. The narrative has me optimistic. Chain has me optimistic. The structure in the RSI does look positive. Even with the slope down here, it looks positive. But we need to maintain this positive structure. We don't want to go below that low. We don't want to do that. We want to find a higher low. We want to continue to round out here and make our way to the overbought zone. We do our best work in the overbought zone. We want to get back there, okay? Overbought here, got to zoom out because it was exuberant. It's a crazy pump. 200% move in like 5 days. Here, this is also a nice pump. I mean, it wasn't the craziest pump, but from a low to a high, it's like 44, 45% pump. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take a 44% pump from here. I'll take a 200% pump. Give me more. Whatever. I am not picky. Just don't give me a dump, man. The MACD died off in its bearish momentum, and now it's building bearish momentum. On the bright side, and kind of this makes it a little tricky with the 4-hour time frame, is we are at a point where we could find support here at the zero and then move up. This very well could be a false cross as well. We were on our way to providing it to be a false cross, but over the last day and a half now, we've kind of given a reason to come down a little bit more. But we're still above the zero, so there's good things going on there too. Stochastics look a little bit sad here and lackluster, but we are oversold. We're at the areas where we are reset typically, and we could definitely move up from here. And I'm optimistic on the RSI. I don't really have anything else to say. At this point, I think I'm just blabbering. So I'm going to end the video there. The weekly MACD looks good too. The weekly stochastics get me a little bit excited. The RSI is neutral, so it's not a lot to go off of, but there's good things going on here on the higher time frames. We just need the short-term time frames to behave well. That's all. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.